Sunram. Sunram finds an OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Friday evening inside the Monett State Dome. The winner of this contest between the Thompson Tommies and the Devils Lake Firebirds will have a date with the Valley City Highlanders tomorrow night in the State A Girls Basketball Championship. And with that, I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. And just moments ago, the Highlanders hung on for dear life, up 60-50. They win it 60-59 at the very end. Katie Burchell, 20 points, 12 rebounds, while Rutledge had 25 points and 9 boards in the loss for South Prairie Max. So the loser of this game has the Royals coming up at 3 o'clock on the way tomorrow afternoon. The winner of this game has the Highlanders in the championship at 5 o'clock, upcoming here a little bit later on here tomorrow afternoon. Welcome again to our pregame show here in this one. Still to come, we'll hear from the head coaches Justin Klein of Devils Lake and Jason Bren, but let's take a look at how these two teams got here from last night. Devils Lake able to defeat Dickinson Trinity 70-50 as the Firebirds advance to the semifinals for the second consecutive season, as the Devils Lake Firebirds were able to force a multitude of turnovers in that particular contest, as Devils Lake was able to go on and complete the victory. They were led in scoring in that contest by the 21 of Tylee Brodina and the 18 points and 6 rebounds of Presley Brown. While for the Thompson Tommies, able to go on and defeat the Rugby Panthers 59-39. It was the 1-2 combination of Addison Sage with 21 points, 3 made threes. Kaya Hurst, 15 points, 3 threes in the third quarter. Then from there, just really good opportunities for Jordan Tozer. Claire Calling, when her number was called after having some early foul trouble, played some big minutes late in the second half. Jalen Ovdum was there, and Jocelyn Oster as well here for the Thompson Tommies. It's the third meeting between these two teams. We'll let you know how the first two meetings went. Then we'll dive into the matchup a little bit more and get you ready for the starting lineups and the opening tip today. It's the State A semifinals. It's Thompson. It's Devils Lake. Winner with a spot in the title when we return here on yourliveevent.com.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
This is our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. About 20 minutes or so from the opening tip before we get you ready here in this one between the Devils Lake Firebirds and the Thompson Tommies here in this contest. Earlier this season, Devils Lake won at Thompson 56-47 back on January the 13th and then defeated Thompson. It was a quick turnaround just 11 days later as the Firebirds upended the Tommies 69-52 on January the 24th. They did not meet in the Region 2 tournament from Mayville State between these two programs, so it's been the first time since January 24th that the Tommies and alongside the Firebirds will match up here in this contest. A season ago in this very round, it was the same four teams just shuffled. Devils Lake was a 3 seed. They won by 2 over the 7 seed last year in Valley City, 59-57. The 5 seed of South Prairie Max defeated the 1 seed of the Thompson Tommies, 53-52. So we know this, at least one new team will be in the state championship. Devils Lake, the defending state champions, Thompson finishing third a season ago. Devils Lake 21-3 on the season, winners of 8 straight games. Their 3 losses at the hands of Kindred, Carrington, and Valley City. That's their last loss back on February the 3rd. The points per game, 64 for Devils Lake, 46 that they give up. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, head coach by Jason Brend with a mark of 21 wins, 5 losses on this season. Won 12 of 14 and 3 consecutive games here for Thompson. 64 points per game is what they're averaging defensively, giving up 47 points per contest. Earlier today, here in the A, Carrington defeated Turtle Mountain 52-33 as the Carrington Cardinals will play at 11:45 tomorrow morning for the Consolation Championship. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. And then Dickinson Trendy gets by Rugby 51-45. And the Rugby Panthers will go up in the 7th place contest against Turtle Mountain at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Carrington and Trinity again at 11:45. 3rd place is South Prairie against the loser of this game. Valley City awaits the winner of the championship tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And earlier today in the Class B semifinals, or Division B semifinals, Kenmare Bowbells winners by 3 over Central McLean 52-49, and Benson County gets by Berthold 59-51. So for the championship in B, it'll be Kenmare Bowbells and Benson County. 3rd place will feature Central McLean and Berthold. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We'll take a break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from Justin Klein of the Devils Lake Firebirds first, the number 1 seed here in the tournament, going up against the number 5 seed of the Thompson Tommies. After we hear from Justin, we'll hear from the head coach of Thompson and Jason Brend. We'll get to our starting lineups and the opening tip. That's all still to come here from the Mounted State Dome. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Started today. Back with more after this. You're inside the Mounted State Dome.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Coming up at Headlocks on Friday, March 21st, it's karaoke with Blue Diamond Entertainment. And get ready for the Carrington All-School Reunion coming up this summer, July 10th through the 12th.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Mounted State Dome, it is the semifinals featuring the Devils Lake Firebirds and the Thompson Tommies. Joining us here from Devils Lake's perspective is the head coach, that is Dustin Klein. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Justin, you take a look at this particular matchup. Before we talk about Thompson, let's just recap against Dickinson Trendy. You got on the state tournament floor here this season back at the Mounted State Dome. What did you see from your team for 4 quarters of basketball to come away with a scrappy win against a scrappy club there in the Titans?
Yeah, I think we started out just the way I thought we would start out. We jumped on them early. We did a good job with the game plan. We scored some points early. Then I think we kind of hit a lull there, and they kind of figured some things out. And give credit to Trinity, they hit some shots that got them kind of back in the game. And then we struggled from the field, and then we kind of picked it up and made some changes at halftime and came back out in the second half and finished it.
Let's talk about one of your players here in Tori Fee. Just what an impact of a player, what does she provide on and off the court for you guys this season?
Tori's been a leader. She's played varsity since 8th grade, or been on the varsity, so she had a little experience back then on the varsity at a state tournament. But Tori's just kind of the captain and the point guard, and does a nice job handling the ball, keeps everybody calm. Anytime we need something, we go to Tori.
A Region 2 semifinal opponent in the Thompson Tommies. Obviously, you're very familiar with them over the last couple of years now in this new 3-class system, 3-division system. So what's the biggest challenge against a Jason Bread-led club here coming up later tonight?
Well, they're just so solid and disciplined on defense. They take away everything inside and in the paint. They force you to the baseline. You really have to work for what you're going to get on offense. The one thing with Thompson, though, is they don't really have an inside game or a post right now. So I think we can go after that a little bit inside, try to attack that a little bit more. But, a well-coached team, some strong guards, and some really, really good ball handlers. So that'll be interesting against our press.
As a coach, what do you enjoy most about this time of the year? Obviously, there's business to be had once you get to a state tournament, but what do you enjoy most once you get to this time of the season in March?
Well, I think I think just the whole excitement, the crowd is into it. It's not just a regular season game. I think the kids are all playing harder. It's just exciting. It's March basketball, and anything can happen. You look around, and there's going to be upsets, and some kids play well, and some don't. And look at last year. We played well at the right time, and that's all that matters. But that's what you coach for, I guess. You coach for this time of the year, and you want to be in this spotlight.
Last thing for me, head coach for the Firebirds, Justin Klein. 32 minutes of basketball, just what does Devils Lake have to do well to try to get back to that championship here in less than 24 hours from now?
Well, two things. I think the one is we got to hit some shots. We need to score from the outside and take the ball to the hole and create some contact. Points sometimes are a struggle for us. And the other thing is we got to continue to put pressure on their guards and not give them open looks.
Justin, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today.
Thank you.
That again, Coach Klein for the Devils Lake Firebirds will continue on the pregame show after this from the Monument State Dome.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway, Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show here today inside the Monument State Dome, it is the Thompson Tommies going up against the Firebirds of Devils Lake, a All-Region 2 semifinal in this matchup. Joining us here from Thompson is the head coach, that is Jason Brandon. Jason, before we talk about the Devils Lake Firebirds, let's recap the Rugby Panthers. Biggest thing that you want to take out of that game into this game is what from 32 minutes of basketball?
It was our defense. I was really happy with our effort yesterday. We talked about how once you get into the state tournament with all the media timeouts, how, it takes a little flow out of the game. So we had to be really, really tough defensively and, maybe score in spurts. But, now having said that, team last night, today, we're going to look to do things a little bit different. Now this is a team, they want you to shoot in scores, or not necessarily score, but shoot in spurts, and situation where we're going to have to use a little more of that shot clock.
You take a look at the Devils Lake Firebirds, obviously a lot of people will talk about their press and turnovers, and rightfully so. They had 35-plus turnovers forced against Dickinson Trinity. Biggest thing outside of that, though, Jason, is what when you take a look at a Justin Klein team?
Well, they like the transition. You take away the press, and they like the transition, get things down there. And, to me, they're a team that, their defense is their press in a lot of ways. So if you can get them into a half court, I think if we get some good ball movement, make them work back and forth, maybe wear them down a little bit in that half court defense. And, on the offensive side, they push the ball. They like to get cheap ones, so you got to get back on them as well. So they play a fast game.
Someone yesterday that just kind of was at the right place at the right times, even though it had some early foul situation, was Claire Calling, which allowed Jocelyn Oster to get some valuable minutes. Just kind of what you see from Jocelyn getting elevated, so to speak, after Claire got a couple of those fouls early.
Yeah, we got Jossie in there a little earlier than we typically would, but, she's been getting minutes for us all year, and she's a really athletic kid, and she's kind of got that lengthy, dangly body, so she can do some things, and as she gets more and more strength put on those bones, she's going to be really tough. But, we're happy with her. She does a really nice job defensively, and on the offensive side, she's fearless, so she's not afraid to go to the hoop. So, and that's something against Devils Lake. You can't be scared of them. You got to be willing to go right at them.
Is a familiar opponent at this time of the year a good thing or a bad thing? Because sometimes you get to state, you haven't seen anybody, you have no game film, so to speak, on them. Now, obviously, the last year and this year, Devils Lake quite well. So good thing or bad thing here, Jason?
I'll tell you later. I really don't know. The way we've been spinning it is it's tough to beat a good team 3 times, and they've beat us twice this year, and we feel like we're playing as well as we've played all year right now. So, we'll see how it goes, but, we know a lot about them. They know a lot about us. You dance with the girl you came with, so we don't totally go all out changing everything for this game either. But at the same time, we have a few tweaks here and there that we're going to try tonight as well.
Final thing for you, Jason Brennan, head coach of the Thompson Tommies, joining with us on our pregame show. For 32 minutes of basketball, what does Thompson have to do well to get into that championship tomorrow night?
We can't let them dictate the pace of the game. We got to handle the press, obviously, and then when you get in the half court, slow it down a little bit. If you don't get a transition bucket, which you can against their press, then slow it down and run our offense. And as always, you got to rebound against a team like this.
Jason, good to see you. Best of luck here today.
All right, thanks, Chase.
That again from the Thompson Tommies, head coach Jason Brennan will continue on the pregame show after this from the Minot State Dome.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Pregame interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. The Firebirds 21-3 on the season, head coached by Justin Klein, while the Thompson Tommies at 21-5 on the season, head coached by Jason Brand. When we come back, we'll put a ball on our pregame show, get to our starting lineup some more. That's next inside the Minot State Dome.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
And right on cue, that does it for our pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com. That again is IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. As we get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard here today. They are the Thompson Tommies for the second straight night, wearing their all-black uniforms here today with the white numerals and lettering. Thompson across the front with the little green trim. They'll go like this: Jordan Tozer, the 5'8 sophomore forward, followed by Addison Sage Addy, the 5'6 junior guard. Claire Collin, a 5'8 junior as well. Kaya Hurst, a 5'6 junior, and Jalen Ovdom, a 5'9 senior forward. One more time for the Tommies, they will go Jordan Tozer, the senior forward here, followed by Sage, Colleen, Hurst, and Ovdom. Jason Brand, the head coach for the Thompson Tommies, averaging 64 points per game defensively, giving up 47 They shot 41% from the floor, 6 of 18 from 3, and 9 of 15 from the free throw line in their win against the Rugby Panthers. Well, for the Devils Lake Firebirds, clad in their all-white uniforms here today, Firebirds across the front in red with the red numerals and a little red piping in Aztec down the side here for the Firebirds. Devils Lake will go with this particular lineup with Friddle, the 5'9 senior guard, Cameron Friddle, followed by Tylee Brodina, the 5'9, 5'7 sophomore, Presley Brown, a 5'9 junior guard, with Claire Heilman, a 5'9 senior, and Tori Fee, a 5'8 senior as well. Friddle, Brodina, Brown, Heilman, and Fee. The Firebirds head coach by Justin Klein with a mark of 21-3. They shot 40% from the floor against Trinity, went 5 of 13 from 3 and 9 of 14 from the free throw line here for the Firebirds. Our officials here in this one of Cale Hamry from Enderlin. You have Aaron Grandy from Minot and Mr. Fleur here from Minot as well, our officiating crew in this one. As we get you ready to roll here from the Minot State Dome, that again is our pregame show. And alongside our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. Also going on currently is Lemoore Litchfield Marion in their consolation semifinal with Grey Grens down in Jamestown as they square off in the semifinal against the consolation semi against Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Midway through the second quarter play, Linton HMB 18-14 over LLM with Grey Grens. Reminder to join us tomorrow for high school basketball coverage with the Carrington Cardinals Consolation Championship here as well. As we get you ready to roll, Cale Hamry will do the honors here in the center circle. Opening tip at 8:36 on a Friday night as the semifinals between Devils Lake and Thompson are just about to get underway. Devils Lake will be going right to left or from the north to the south rim, while for the Thompson Tommies, they'll be going left to right or from the south to the north rim here today in the Minot State Dome. Brown against Tozer. Hamry does the honors. Opening tip is underway, and this one is going to be won by Brodina, as Brodina will see this in the front court. As she does, skips it, right-handed side jumper on the way for the Firebirds, off the mark, no good by Heilman. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it will remain Devils Lake basketball. So the Firebirds with Tylee Brodina got her foot rolled up on a little bit yesterday against Dickinson Trendy out in the starting lineup here this evening for the Firebirds. Jumper, this one will go up and in. Presley Brown with the baseline out of bounds jumper, and the Devils Lake Firebirds take the opening 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Full court pressure defense. This is what Coach Justin Klein's team is known for. Kaya Hurst in the front court gives this one now as that'll go to Calling. Calling will handle it to Sage. Deep three, left of the key. That'll go long. Rebound here, going to go out of bounds, and it will be in the hands of Devils Lake. But if you're Thompson, you'll give that opportunity for Sage, because if she hits one, she can hit in bunches. All for the Devils Lake Firebirds, they will bring it up the floor here with Tori Fee, been playing as a varsity player since her 8th grade year. Fee here will handle it, and will have an illegal screen not being set, as this will be a foul on Heilman. Her first, team's first on Claire, and this will allow the defense for Devils Lake to get set, but the Thompson Tommies get a stand as Kaya Hurst will inbound the basketball. Hurst looking for it on the inbounds, finds Calling. That'll go Claire. Double team coming here as Claire brings in the front court, gives it to Tozer. Tozer up the far sideline, able to skip this one to Sage. Sage ripping it through, making her way inside the paint, off the window from the right wing, up and in. As Sage gets 2 points here, we're tied at 2 apiece on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 7 minutes left in this first quarter. Ball goes up top now for the Firebirds. Presley Brown will reverse it left-hand side of Fee as they give it back up top to Heilman. Heilman reversed it now to Brown. Presley, ball's going to get skipped, and Sage is there for the steal. Sage looking to go coast to coast on Brodina. Off the window, up and in for 2. Points off turnovers is the name of the game for Devils Lake, and the Tommies giving the Firebirds a little taste of their own medicine. Open, though, three-pointer in and out, no good by Friddle, and a rebound here by Sage. Sage working with it now. She crosses the timeline here at the left of the key as Devils Lake will handle the man pressure defense. Sage crossing over right to left, gives it to the baseline. Hurst from the left pocket, 3. That'll go long. Rebound here. Great box up by Fee. Firebirds giving up the floor now to Brodina. Brodina near sideline. Stop, pop, transition, book it. Tylee Brodina with her 5th made triple of the tournament, and the Firebirds regain the advantage 5-4 at 6 minutes left here in this first quarter play. Stepped through on the way by Obdam. She uses up her dribble on the baseline in the front court. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it will remain Thompson basketball. That's the one thing that Devils Lake does so well throughout the course of a game. They will guard you literally from baseline to baseline here on the Minot State Dome. Jumper off the inbounds. That's good for a triple. Sage has all 7 points here for the Tommies. Catch, shoot, and score for Sage. Right-handed side will be Friddle. Friddle up and over on the pass. On the interior goes Brown. Shot fake now at the right wing as they're going to skip it to the near sideline to Brodina. She wants a tie. Three-pointer will go long. Rebound here to Tozer. Tozer will see it now as Tozer brings in the front court. Lost it for a moment. Obdam going to get double-teamed here. Back to Tozer. Jordan with the basketball. Gives it to the baseline. Extra pass. Sage to Hurst. Right wing three. That'll go short. Look at the rebound, though, by Colling. Gives it to Hurst and a foul on the floor. Foul will be assessed on the floor here on Devils Lake. That'll be on Friddle, her first, team's second, with 5:18 left to play in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It is a media timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. Thompson led by the 7 of Sage, while Devils Lake led by the 3 of Brodina and the 2 of Brown here on YourLiveEvent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you courtside from the Minot State Dome. A 7-5 lead, 5:18 left to play in the opening quarter here for the Thompson Tommies as Hurst will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Looking to get it in, able to do so to Sage at the right of the key. Sage will see this here at the left wing, now gives it to Colling. Bounce pass here to Tozer from the left pocket. Three-pointer off the iron, and a rebound here to Devils Lake with Friddle. Friddle will handle the loose ball as Fee brings in the front court. Right-handed side, Brodina. Brodina with the ball fake, gets it on the interior. Gives it now to the right wing again for Brodina. She's going to drive off the left hand, off the window. No rebound here for Hurst, but it's wrapped away on the play there by Friddle. And then Hurst comes away with it, and then we'll see a body foul after Colling will handle the ball. Foul will come on the block. This will be on Friddle, Hurst's second, team's third. And for Justin Klein, they'll head to the bench, as Ava Beck, the 5'6" sophomore, will check in. Also here for the Devils Lake Firebirds, you will see Julie Martinson, a 5'9" senior, 8 points and a rebound, full court pressure defense. Calling here in the backcourt for the Tommies. Able to see this one, but then there's a turnover. It's a 3-on-1. Beck will handle it here from the right block, getting back well defensively as Sage, but she gives it to Fee. Extra pass to Brown, jumper long. Rebound for Tozer, and then we'll have a tie-up, and the arrow will favor the Thompson Tommies. Thompson, quite frankly, dodged a bullet there on a 3-on-1. 4:37 left to play in the quarter, and here's that swarming Firebird defense that we talked about on our pregame show. Hurst looking to get it in before a 5 count. This one gets deflected out of bounds, and it will be a turnover here on Thompson. That'll be their second. 3 turnovers on the Firebirds, shooting 2 of 7 from the floor. You got 2 on Thompson, shooting 3 of 7 early on. Fee on the inbounds, gives it to Brown at the left wing. Brown with the step, gives it to Fee left of the key. This one will be off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Hurst. Double team as Hurst finds the outlet to Colling. Colling will handle it now on the drive. Colling to the paint. Colling off the window with the left hand up and in. The old adage, if you don't stop the ball, bad things will happen to you as a defense, and Colling able to go rim to rim. 4:10 left here in the first quarter play. Fee with a teardropper from the left wing. Oh, that's pretty. Tori Fee, the 5'8" senior guard, with a floater for 2. Colling sees us now to Hurst. Hurst with it to Sage at the wing. Sage will give this one. Ovdam jumper from 15 from the baseline. Gets the shooter's roll to go. Jalen Ovdam in the scoring column. That's the third Tommy that gets a made field goal here in the quarter. It's a 4-point lead for Thompson. 3:40 left to play here in the first. Left-handed side will be Brodina. Back up top with a jam step. There is Martinson. To the right wing now to Beck. On the interior goes Fee. Fee banging down. Double team. Ball gets swung back out to Beck. Beck going to drive on the baseline. Up and in for two. Good ball movement there by Devils Lake. Double team came. Beck knew there was no backside defense on the drive, and we'll see a foul here then on the Firebirds. After the Tommies get the ball in quickly, foul will be the fourth of the quarter. Devils Lake will pick up the foul. This one will be on Martinson, her first. As Tozer will check out of the contest, coming in will be Andy Schwab, the 5'7" sophomore here into the game for Thompson. Tommies with Hurst. We'll see this one. Gives it to Sage. Sage at the left of the key, up and over on the back. Now to Schwab. Schwab on the skip. Gives it left-handed side. Jumper on the way. That'll go long. Rebound here for the Firebirds. That will be saved by Brown as she gives this one to Ava Beck. Beck, the 5'6" sophomore, to Fee in the front court now as that'll go to Ellsberger. Newly inserted here for Mia. Back up top between the circles to Beck, left-handed side Brown. Thompson stays in this man-to-man defense. Ball gets swung around right wing to Beck. Three-pointer for the lead from the wing. That'll go off. Rebound here to Jalen Ovdam, and even after the miss, the Firebirds trying to trap here on the full-court pressure defense. Hurst gives it to Sage. Sage bounce pass. Here goes Schwab off the backboard, out of bounds, and it will be last touch here by Andy, and it will be in the hands of Devils Lake. 2:40 left to play here, and we'll have a media timeout on the floor. It's 11-9 Thompson here over the Firebirds. Devils Lake will have the ball when we return.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson, 701-361-3189, or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
High school basketball here today on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. It is a lead here for the Thompson Tommies, 11-9, 2:35 and now counting here in this contest as Devils Lake with Fee gives us on the handoff here at the right wing to Beck. Beck back to Fee, and she lost it on a bounce off her hip. Turnover on the Firebirds. It'll be their fourth. Thompson, 5 of 11 shooting from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3. Devils Lake is also 1 of 5 of 3, 4 of 11 shooting from the floor. Sage with it at the right wing, crossing over right to left, dribbling inside the paint, kick to Hurst, left wing jumper for 3, tickles a twine. Kaya Hurst with her fourth made triple here of the tournament. 14-9 Tommies, lead it by 5, right wing. This one, ball fake, shot fake, as Fee now going to drive. Looking for it on the interior on the pass. This one will be a foul then on Schwab. There posting up on the interior was Ellsberger, the 5'9 junior on the 5'7 Schwab. Andy will pick up her first, team's first, and we'll see free throws for the first time tonight for either club. Free throws up and in. Firebirds went 9 of 14 in their win over Dickinson Trinity back on yesterday's quarterfinal round matchup. Free throw opportunity number 2 as the Firebirds already have 5 players in the scoring column. Second one is also good. Back within a possession here for Devils Lake, 14-11. Kaya Hurst sees it. She gets on the deck. It's going to be now to Schwab here. Schwab will see it in the backcourt, up and over on the pass to Tozer. Tozer sees this one to Ovdam. Ovdam saves it. Shovel pass now to Hurst inside the paint, up and in for 2. 5 points for Kaya. Nice move by Ovdam to save that one from going out of bounds on the baseline. Brodina, though, open for three. Nothing but twine. Brodina from the left wing. That's her second made triple, and the Firebirds are back within two. Hurst, left wing, Tozer. Tozer will see this top of the key. Driving kick to Sage. Sage at the right wing. Ball fake. Teardropper inside. Oh, that's pretty. Sage now at 9. And we go back and forth here in the first quarter. 85 seconds remaining in the opening stanza. Right-handed side goes Presley Brown on the interior. Ball gets deflected by Omdam, now to Tozer. Tozer will see this across the timeline to Sage. Sage at the right wing. Passes. Here goes Omdam right down Main Street for two. Jalen's got 4. It's 20-14 Tommies. 65 seconds here in the opening quarter. Firebirds go right-handed side. This one will go to Brodina. Brodina at the right wing. Frito line extended up top to Brown as they reverse it to the left-handed side. That'll go Heilman. Heilman backing down Ovdam off the window. Good for 2. Nice move by Heilman from the left wing to the right block and a turnover. Firebirds will see it with Brown. Kick Brodina. Right pocket 3 off the iron board here by Tozer, but it will be out of bounds. Ellsberger was there, got the deflection on Tozer. It'll stay Firebird basketball with 42.9 seconds play here in the opening quarter as Kendra X, the 6'1" senior, will check into the contest. As he'll handle it now for the Firebirds. Devils Lake on the inbounds as this one's going to get skipped. Schwab is there defensively. Ball's on the deck and we'll get a tie up in the air. Will stay with the Devils Lake Firebirds. And again is Eckes, here for Kendra, the 6'1" senior. Devils Lake does have some size. They're trying at particular times to get inside the paint here and see if they can pick up some fouls, but Thompson doing a good job on the pressure for the guards to not allow it. Brodina here, we'll see it left-handed side. Here's a paint touch. That'll go to Brown. Brown off the bottom of the backboard. No, Ovdam with the rebound, now to Calling. Calling will see it up the floor. Open is Sage. Right wing open. Right pocket 3. Transition off the iron. Good look for the Tommies, as you'll see it now here for the Firebirds. Beck will handle it here, working right to left. Devils Lake can take the final shot of the quarter if they want. Beck's going to drive. Kick Brodina at the left wing. Play clock, make that game clock to 10. Back to Beck at the left wing. Now top of the key, Brodina. Brodina reverse it, right-hand side to Brown. Brown on the skip pass. This one goes up top to Eckes. Now back to Presley Brown. Brown going to drive off the window to beat the horn, but that one rattles out, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. A flurry of scoring for both teams. It's 20-16 Thompson as we head to the second.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
High school basketball here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you here inside the Monett State Dome as we head for you to quarter number 2. Stats in this one: Thompson 9 of 16 shooting from the floor, 2 of 7 from 3, 8 rebounds, 4 assists to 3 turnovers. Devils Lake 6 of 16 shooting from the floor, 2 of 7 from 3. They're 2 of 2 from the line, 9 rebounds, 1 assist to 5 turnovers. Firebirds led by the 6 of Brodina, both 3-pointers. Thompson led by the 9 of Sage with 1 made 3-pointer here in this contest. I'll see if this up and down tempo can continue on day number 2 of this state semifinal here between the Tommies and the Firebirds. Thompson will inbound this with Kaya Hurst. Gets on the pass to Calling. Calling able to handle it at the free throw line. Gives it to Ovdam. Baseline jumper from 13. That'll rattle out. Rebound here to the Firebirds. This one goes to Heilman. Up the floor, Brodina. Brodina crossing over right to left. Gets inside the paint, and Tozer will pick up the foul. It'll be on Tozer here, or possibly will be on Ovdam. We'll see. It is Tozer will pick up her first, team's first. Just enough of the body there for Jordan, as we'll see 2 free throws upcoming here for Tylee Brodina, who's 1 of 2 from the free throw line in this tournament. Now Maker 1 of 3. Tozer and Schwab with a foul here for Thompson, while for Justin Klein, 2 on Frito, 1 on Martinson, and 1 on Heilman. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. So Brodina splits the pair, now has 7. Firebirds are back within a possession. Full court pressure defense. Here is Calling, trying to dribble out of a double team and does. Gives it to Tozer at the wing. Tozer at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Skip pass near sideline now to Omdam. Omdam between the circles to Calling. Calling shot fake. Gets to the rim from the left block and count it. It's an and one for Claire Calling. Oh, a shot fake can do wonders in the game of basketball. The paint open up and there's a foul. As the foul will be across here on Mia Elsberger. Her first, the team's first, and the Tommies now lead it here by 5. Free throw opportunity, the first one of the night here for Thompson, is good. Calling has 5, Tommies lead it by 6. Firebirds now with Fee in the front court. Leaves it right wing to Brodina. Brodina gives it back up top as this one works its way around now to Brown. Brown will see it here as they give it up top. Elsberger's back to Heilman. Heilman here at the right wing, up top to Fee. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Left wing, that'll go in the hands of Elsberger. Up on the inside, Brodina from the right. Block off the window, that grazes out. Rebound here will be a tie-up between Brodina and Hurst, and the arrow will stay with the Firebirds. 20-16 after 1 quarter of play, and we're 55 seconds here into the second quarter, and this has been a flurry of action here in a state semifinal. Earlier today, Valley City hung on 60-59 over South Prairie Max. Baseline out of bounds. Jumper is good here for Heilman. She's got 4. The Firebirds have been lethal early on from the baseline out of bounds sets. Ovdam at the right baseline gives this one now to Calling. Calling will take a couple of dribbles right wing to Sage. Sage will handle it, guarded by Fee, takes the ball screen. Brodina comes out, going behind the back of Sage. It's loose on the floor. Tozer will come up with it here at the half-court stripe. Finds it to Hurst underneath. Hurst off the window and got it! It's an and one for Hurst. That play looked dead to the rights. Tozer with the assist and Hurst with the and one. Kaya Hurst has 7, a chance to make it 8 at the free throw line. The foul will be assessed here on the Firebirds on Presley Brown, her first and the team's second. Plays like that could go a long way for either club to win this contest as Hurst hits the free throw. Hurst has 8. Tommy's widen the lead now to 3 possessions here at 7 with 6:30 left to play in the opening half. Presley Brown at the right wing gives it up top. That'll be to Friddle. Reverse it now to Brodina. Back around the world as it goes to Fee. Fee at the right wing skips it near sideline. Brown will handle it. Guarded by Hurst. Tries to drive. Good D by Hurst as this one goes on the inside of Fee. Fee's in a spin with the left hand off the backboard. No. Rebound put back in a block shot. Tozer will see it now up the floor. It's a 2-on-2. Sage in transition. Right to the key. 3. That'll be off the iron. Rebound will go to Fee. Fee up the floor, and this one is just a Brown with an easy Sunday stroll for 2. Presley Brown with the 2 points, 26-21 as Brown got knocked down, and by the time she came back up, she was all alone in the backcourt. Ball will go to Ovdam around the world, and there's a steal. Here goes now the Firebirds turnover on the Tommies. Friddle gets the steal. Ball goes left-handed side. Friddle will hand the basketball now to Fee, left of the key. Fee to Friddle. Left wing 3 on the way. Up and off the iron. No. Rebound tapped out off of who? And it'll be Thompson basketball. We will have 5:35 left to play here in the first half in an exciting State A semifinal as the Firebirds picking up the man now, coming up with the half-court trap. Hurst will see this in the front court now. It's a 3-on-2. Hurst drive kick to Tozer. Tozer takes the dribble, able to skip it now to Hurst on the baseline. Right side, inside goes Ovdam. Now to Tozer, extra pass to Colleen. Left wing 3 on the way for Claire. That'll go long. Rebound to Fee. Firebirds with the basketball up the floor. That'll go to Friddle. Friddle drive kick. Brodina left wing triple in transition. Off the iron. Rebound. Put back though. Good for 2 by Presley Brown. Brown's got 6, and the Firebirds are back within 1 possession. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Calling to the paint. That one rim rattles out. Rebound here will be won by Devils Lake, and then ball will be batted out of bounds by Ovdam. 4:56 left to play in the opening half. It's Thompson 26, the Firebirds 23 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
26-23 here in quarter number 2 after the media timeout on the floor. 4 minutes and 50 seconds and counting here from the Minot State Dome. Fee goes right-handed side to Friddle. Friddle at the right wing, pick and roll now to Brown on the inside, off the window for 2. Presley Brown is heating up. She's got 6 of 8 of her 8 here in the quarter. Devils Lake back within 1. Calling, bounce pass. This one goes to Tozer. Tozer with it, saves it to Sage at the right wing. Sage is going to drive on Brown to the paint, off the window. That'll go off the iron and a rebound to Brown. Presley Brown will push it up the floor, and there's a turnover. Hurst with the steal will come up with it now here for Thompson. Hurst will to the paint, off the window for 2. Kyer Hurst right to the paint now in double digits with 10. Near sideline for Devils Lake, that'll go Brown. Brown here at the left wing, gives it back up top to Fee. Fee will see it here for the Firebirds. Takes a dribble, high post touch to Heilman. Little flex cut for Brodina, nothing there to Brown. Brown at the left elbow on the interior, going up, and there's a foul on Tozer. After the turn there by Friddle, the Tommy fans will not be happy with that one, as it looked like Tozer was straight up, but there was enough of the body contact to commit the foul, as Tozer will pick up her second. Team second, 2 free throws here for Friddle. Free throw attempt is up and in. Friddle now 7 of 7 from the free throw line here in this tournament. As we'll see Tozer checking out of the contest as Andy Schwab will check in here for Thompson. Free throw attempt number 2 is also good. Firebirds back within 1. Sage will see it up the floor. Here goes off the window for 2. Well, if you're going to break the press and you're going to get constant looks at the rim, Thompson has done a really good job getting to the rim in transition or off the press here tonight against his Firebird defense. Ball will go left-handed side. That'll be to Heilman. Skips it now right of the key. That'll go to Brown. Near sideline here as they will give it now back to Brodina. This to Ty. 3-pointer on the way. Got it to go. Tylee Brodina in double digits with 10. We're tied at 30. Ovdom will see this now to Sage. Sage will handle the basketball here, as it'll go in the hands. Left wing, Calling. Left of the key. 3 for the answer. Claire Calling with her first made triple of the tournament, and Thompson leads it 33-30. Fee here, right of the key. We'll see this one just over 3 minutes to play. Ball goes left-handed side with Heilman in this second quarter. Right wing now to Brown. Brown with a little cradle rock left to right, off the window, and there's a foul. And Brown to the stripe to shoot 2. Kaya Hurst with the foul, her first, team's third of the quarter with 2:59 left to play here in the second. Thompson 33, Devils Lake 30. Back with more after this with free throws coming up for the Firebirds.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
after the media timeout on the floor. Tommies again lead it by 3, but Devils Lake will have free throws. Update for you from Jamestown in the consolation semifinals. Langdon area Munich 66, Grant County Mont Regent 57 in the consolation semis. Free throw attempt is up and good here for the Firebirds. Free throw attempt here for Presley Brown. Hits the first, second one on the way is also good. We're back within 1 point here. Under 3 minutes in this first half to play. Tommy's inbound it and will get a foul here on Devils Lake. Fee and Brown were both there defensively. Foul will come across on Tori Fee, her first and the team's third. Both teams with one foul to give before it's the bonus late here in the first half. Calling sees it. Calling crossing the timeline here, gives it now to Schwab. This one gets deflected. Good defense by the hands by Friddle. Turnover here for the Thompson Tommies. As you'll see it now to Fee. Fee will handle it front court. Teardropper with the left hand inside the paint. No rebound to Sage. Sage working with it, crossing over to the front court. Sage with the basketball. No look pass, and there's a foul as Sage will head to the line to shoot 2. Coming back defensively here is the Firebirds. They will commit the foul. Can't fault the hustle. Friddle, though, will pick up the third of her night, and that'll be the team's fourth, and 2 free throws here for Sage. Sage 2 of 3 from the free throw line here in the tournament. Now make her 2 of 4 as Devils Lake will make a substitution as Shockman here, the 5'7" senior. Anna will check into the contest. Free throw number 2 upcoming here for Sage. Sage hits the second. Now in double digits with 10. Here for the Tommies, who are up by 2. 2:30 left to play in the second quarter. Fee here right to the key, guarded by Sage. Gives this one now to Brown. Flex offense will continue here for the Firebirds. Heilman from 17. Swirl it in for the right wing. Heilman's got 6. If you can get players like that to hit some shots, the paint will start opening up potentially here for Devils Lake. And there's a turnover as we'll go the other side of the floor as the Tommies will get the right back. So a turnover for a turnover as Calling gives this one now to Schwab. Schwab to Obdam. Obdam driving kick to Hurst. Right pocket 3 coming. Yes, sir! Kaya Hurst with the triple. Her second of the night. And the Tommies now lead at 37-34. Hurst with 13 points. Nice pass by Obdam. Fee wants to tie. Top of the key 3. Why not? Fee with her second made 3-pointer of the tournament. And we're not at 37. Tommies break the press. Obdam down the lane. Shot is off to Mark. No. Rebound comes to Fee. Fee on the outlet. This one goes up the floor now to Shook. Shook will see it right-handed side to Presley. Brown gives it back to Shook here. Shook able to step through. Right-handed side, Heilman to take the lead. This one swirls out. Rebound comes down to Schwab. Schwab up and over on the pass that gets deflected, but then out of bounds here by Heilman. So 1:20 left to play here in the first half as we'll handle this here. On the way for the Thompson Tommies, as they will see this on the inbounds, as they will with Addison Sage. Sage crossing the timeline here for the Tommies. Here comes a double team ball, goes right wing Schwab to the baseline. That one gets tipped out of bounds, and that'll go right into the particular press row here. And with 72 seconds left to play in the first half, the Tommies will inbound the basketball as they will handle it with Hurst. Hurst gives it to the right wing, gives it to Calling here. Calling at the right wing, free throw line extended, looking for a teammate, crossing over right to left, leaves it to Schwab. Schwab will see it here at the right wing, back in her defender down inside the paint now to Calling. Extra pass to Hurst, left wing open, triple, yes sir! Kaya Hurst with her third 3-pointer of the half, and the Tommies lead it by 3. 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball goes left-handed side to Fee as it goes back up top now to back to Fee at the left wing. Fee will see it here, ball screen coming, Fee to tie, left pocket 3, that's off the front iron. Rebound going to be a long board to Hurst, outlet near sideline Calling with a 2-on-1, Calling to the paint, Calling with a block shot, but it goes to Sage. Sage at the left wing looking for a teammate here. About a 3-second shot clock to game clock differential. Sage inside the paint looking for the step through. Ball gets deflected and a reach and foul on the floor. This one will be on Devils Lake, and that's the last one they had to give of the half. Heilman will pick up her second. And actually that'll be the bonus. That'll be the bonus. So 2 free throws here for the Thompson Tommies as Sage will head to the stripe. 10 points in this game as Thompson is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Sage free throws up and in. Sage now with 11. It's 41-37 Tommies. As we'll see a substitution into the game as Julia Martinson will return here after Heilman picks up her second. Sage, free throw attempt number 2 is good. Devils Lake will utilize it here. Tommies do have a foul again before it's the bonus as Brodina passes it on the interior to Martinson up top to Fee. Fee with a shot fake. Teardropper inside the paint goes short. Rebound goes to Sage. Sage with 10 seconds, not with 9 seconds. Sage with the basketball here at the free throw line. Sage with a step through. Good defense there by Beck. Firebirds come away with it with 2 seconds. 1 second. Brodina from half court is short, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. A 22-point quarter here for the Thompson Tommies, while it was a 21-point quarter on the way here for the Devils Lake Firebirds. At the half, it's 42-37. We'll continue after this and hear from Thompson AD. That's Brady Schwab around the corner.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
At the half here on YourLiveEvent.com, it's the Thompson Tommies 42, the Devils Lake Firebirds 37. Joining us now here from Thompson is a Mr. Do Everything, we'll just put it that way. Brady Schwab joining us here, the AD here for Thompson first and foremost. What's a week like this as an AD here, not in terms of a parent, but in terms of all the behind-the-scenes stuff as you kind of get ready? Then we were kind of joking, you got basketball practice to worry about as well for the team that makes their way out to the Magic City. So what is a particular week like this from an AD's perspective?
Well, I think first and foremost, Minot does a great job. Mitch gets, the information out to the coaches early enough, and having a veteran coach like Jason that's been here before, he knows what that entails. And then, a lot of it has to do with organizing what we're going to do with the team, where we're going to stay. Our booster club does an outstanding job taking care of them, and there's just a lot of paperwork, right? trying to secure funds and get those things taken care of, so that when the kids get out here and the coaches get out here, they don't have to worry about things. They can just go do what they need to do and participate in the tournament. And like I said, having veteran coaches definitely helps with that, and makes my job a little bit easier.
I always like to ask coaches who have either sons or daughters on teams. Obviously, you're in the stands watching. You also have the AD hat on, but you have the dad hat on as well. So is it tougher being on the bench coaching a team, or is it tougher being in the stands watching your own play on the court when you have no say, so to speak, about it?
Well, for me, it's a lot less stressful being in the stands. I think a lot of people will probably say it the opposite, but for me, it's a kid's game. Andy enjoys playing basketball. She enjoys, everything that goes into it. And for me, watching her play, it's a treat, and it's enjoyable. And when they don't do very well, your heart aches, and when they do well, your heart leaps. It's kind of one of those things that you try not to live vicariously through them, but you just want them to succeed, and you want them to have fun doing it. So for me, much less stressful in the stands. But, I would say probably much more enjoyable on the bench because you are a part of the game, and as much as a lot of fans like to think they are a part of the game, and they do bring something to the game, when you're coaching, you're making decisions that impact that game. So that's definitely another hat to your point, Chase, and one that I enjoy as well. But it's just been fun. When your kids get an opportunity to play in state, that's something I talk about with my daughters all the time is don't take it for granted because there's a lot of teams that would love to be in your spot. Whether you win the games, you lose the games, it's just a neat weekend, and just enjoy it. But when you have work to do your work and do your thing.
Brady, I'll get you out on 2 more questions here before I let you go and enjoy the second half here. You take a look at just the spring athletics. Crazy to think that track and field's already underway, baseball, softball, but something new this year to Thompson was wrestling. How was the first year here for wrestling, kind of figuring some things out, getting to some tournaments for duels and individuals, and how did your number 1 go on the mat?
Yeah, it went well. Our coaches did an outstanding job. Our youth program brought it to us, and they wanted to bring it in. We said, provide numbers and make sure we can have those numbers, and they did that. They did it the right way. We had 14 kids out. We didn't have a kid older than a freshman. We had some kids with winning records. We had some kids have a chance to go to state that lost in some matches, and we did not host a home event this year, and that's something that we'll get into next year. We just wanted to get in there and get them a chance to wrestle, like you said, in some tournaments. And next year we'll come back and we'll host some things. So hopefully we have some excitement with that. Thursday they had a youth wrestling night in town and got some fans out and some people to learn a little bit about wrestling. And it's something that we've needed. We need to give kids another opportunity to play a sport in the winter, number 1. And number 2, we have some kids that have a passion in it. So hopefully that continues.
I love the wrestling terms. You got fireman's roll, you got alligator, you got the wizard, you got the 3-point takedown. I love it, Brady. I'm starting to
shoot
learn.
The leg is
exactly.
the term that I know the most.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's been fun.
Last thing on it here, obviously the Tommies boys basketball team will get going for their postseason coming up on Tuesday from Mayville State. We'll have the games on yourliveevent.com for video coverage. But how has just the year gone to allow you to get a bye into the semifinals, and just your expectations once you get to Mayville, which has been last year, and this year going to be a gauntlet to get through Region 2?
And that's the biggest thing, right? Region 2 is what it is. It's a gauntlet, to use your term. And the schedule that we built was built to hopefully prepare us for that tournament. And the thing that I talked about with the kids on Thursday at practice was, the 2 teams that got a bye last year lost in that semifinal round. So just because you get a bye doesn't mean that you're going to walk in. We played 4 wins last Tuesday and got beat at their place by 3, and they'll match up with Carrington, and whichever team comes out of there we know is going to be competitive. But it's a fun tournament this year. It moves to the Betty, so that's a different atmosphere. And those kids from that play in that first game, I think it's a little bit of an advantage being able to shoot and do some things in that gym, but you're also not having to burn legs up and not having to play a game. So, the same thing kind of holds true for us all year. We've been a little bit Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. We've got some big kids. We don't shoot it great from the outside, but when we can get a couple of those outside shots to go in and we work it from the inside out, we have a little more success on the offensive end. But our bread and butter is defending, and hopefully we continue to defend and we take care of those boards. And I look for it to be another crazy tournament. Devils Lake's the favorite. I think they're one of the top 2 favorites in the state. When they're healthy, they're as good as anybody that's going to roll out there. But, on any given night, you just got to show up and you got to win. And realistically, let's be honest, with the spot we're in right now, you got to win 2 or 3.
Yep.
It's kind of one of those, almost a baseball tournament type of setup where you got to win 2 or 3. You don't want to look at it like that, but that's the reality of it. And kids are astute to that. And you got to show up. And if you don't do that, then, you're disappointed in how your season went, even though we've had a good season. The kids have done a nice job. At the end of the day, you want to get to Bismarck, and that's the goal.
Hey, Brady, as always, thanks so much for your time, and enjoy the second half as much as you can as a dad, and we'll look forward to talking with you down the line.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Chase.
And again, Brady Schwab will take a quick break, take a look at the first half numbers when we return.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
As we come back here, taking a look at the first half numbers, Thompson 16 of 31 shooting from the floor, 5 threes, 5 of 6 from the free throw line 15 rebounds, 9 assists, 6 turnovers. Well, for the Devils Lake Firebirds, we went 13 of 32 shooting from the floor, 4 of 12 from 3, 7 of 8 from the stripe, 19 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 turnovers. Thompson led by the 16 of Hurst, the 12 points of Sage, 8 points for Claire Calling, and the 6 here for Ovdum. For the Firebirds, led by the 10 of Brodina and Brown, respectively, 6 by Heilman, 5 points for Fee, then 2 for Friddle, 2 for Beck, and 2 here for Ellsberger. At the half, it's 42-37. Winner has Valley City tomorrow, and the championship loser has South Prairie Max for third. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get you ready for second half action from the Mounted State Dome.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Again, high school basketball here today from the Mounted State Dome. Chase Miller with you. Thanks again to Brady Schwab, the Thompson AD, just kind of giving us a Thompson-Tommy athletic update from both hoops to what's it like being an AD during this particular time of the season when your teams make state. And on top of that, talking a little boys basketball, which we will have Thompson again, boys hoops on yourliveevent.com coming up on Tuesday from the Betty in Grand Forks. As we're ready to roll here inside the Mounted State Dome, our officials one more time of Aaron Grandy, Mr. Fleur from Minot, and Kale Hamry here in this one. Thompson in their road attire in their black uniforms with Hurst, with Tozer left wing, Sage, Ovdum, and alongside with Calling their original starting 5 on the floor to begin this second half of play with the basketball. Calling here between the circles, handoff now to Hurst, but this will be an illegal ball screen. Calling wasn't set. That'll be her first, team's first, as for the Firebirds, Brodina on the floor with Heilman. Also from there, you'll have Ava Beck in the starting lineup here. Fee and alongside with Presley Brown. So Friddle with those 3 fouls will be on the bench to start this second half here for Devils Lake. Fee up top, reverse it left, and it's signed to Brown. Man pressure defense here from Thompson. Ball near sideline to the right wing to Beck, up top to Fee. She'll shoot from the college range, 3-pointer. That'll go short, and that's how we'll start this possession and half off for both of these two teams. Thompson, we'll see this as they're going to able to do so here. To the right wing to Calling. Calling will utilize this one. Step through, gives it to Hurst. Hurst in the front court now in front of the scorer's table on the far sideline. Hurst gives it right wing. That'll go to Calling. Calling ripping it through right to left. Gives it to Sage. Top of the key. 3! Book it! Addison Sage from downtown Minot. It's now 45-37. Big 3-pointer by Sage, as she has now 15 in the contest. Left wing here for the Firebirds. Blocked shot on the way by Ovdum. And the drive there by Heilman. As you'll handle it here for the Devils Lake Firebirds on the out-of-bounds play on the baseline here for Fee. Fee will handle this one. Ball goes to the baseline. Brodina shot fake. Got Tozer up in the air. Shot will go long. Rebound is going to be tipped almost out of bounds as Beck saves it. Back on the baseline. 13-footer. That'll go off the lip of the rim. Rebound to Hurst. Hurst looks up the floor. Finds Sage. Sage goes one-on-one with Fee. Sage with the left hand off the window. Can't get it. Rebound tipped out for Devils Lake here to Ava Beck. Beck then is going to be a traveling violation here on the Firebirds. That'll be their 8th turnover of the contest. Hurst has 16, now 15 on the way here for Addison Sage Thompson with 4 players in the scoring column, while you have 6 players in the scoring column here for the Firebirds. 6:29 to play in this third quarter play after the Devils Lake turnover. We'll see it now for Thompson in the front court as they will have Calling. Here comes the hedge. Calling's pass to Tozer. Fee comes away with the interception. Fee leads a 2-on-2, spins inside the paint. Open is Brodina. Left wing trailing 3. That'll go long, and this will be an offensive foul on the clear as Calling hit the deck. Foul will be assessed here on the Firebirds, and this one will come across on Heilman. That'll be her 3rd. So the bigs for Devils Lake of Friddle and Heilman picking up some fouls as they have 3 apiece here for Devils Lake. Tommies will see this one. That'll go to Sage, and we'll get a body foul on the block. Presley Brown, speaking of a big, will pick up her 2nd and the team's 2nd here. As we'll handle this in the front court. If you don't use a timeout in the first half, you automatically lose it here with all the media timeouts. So both Justin Klein and Jason Bren with 3 timeouts remaining with 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Tozer at the left wing goes inside to Calling. Calling's pass to Ovdam. Ovdam on the baseline, back to Tozer. They reverse it right of the key here to Sage. Sage taking the screen, handles it at the free throw line, going to drive, double kick. Calling, left pocket 3 on the way, off, and good. Claire Calling able to hit that one, now in double digits with 11, and that is the margin, the largest deficit here for the Devils Lake Firebirds with 5:35 left to play here in this third quarter. Jumper, Fee, this one will be off the iron. Rebound will be blocked by Ovdam after the attempt there by Heilman. And for the Thompson Tommies, Calling will give this to Tozer. Tozer crosses timeline on the skip to Sage. Left wing in transition, rattle it in! Sage with the triple. The Tommies got 18 from Addy, and Thompson leads by 14. 5:14 to play here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Timeout for the Devils Lake Firebirds. We'll take a break with them as the Tommies have hit their 8th three-pointer here on your livevent.com.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
At Carrington Dental Care, they treat you like family. Meet Dr. Chaz Bauer and Dr. Jay Bauer, your friendly neighborhood dentists who care about your smiles. Join their family of happy patients. Whether it's routine checkups or cosmetic dentistry, they're dedicated to making your smile shine. Join the countless families who love coming to Carrington Dental Care, trusted by our community for years. Visit them online at thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801. Schedule your appointment today.
High school basketball here today on your liveevent.com. 51-37, Tommies out in front here as they have 14-point lead advantage here for the Thompson Tommies. They've hit 3 field goals in the quarter, all threes, 2 by Sage and 1 by Calling, while you have 0 points here in the quarter so far for the Devils Lake Firebirds. So Thompson opens on a 9-0 run. High post touch for Fee. Fee at the right of the elbow. Gives a bounce pass on the interior to Heilman. Heilman turnaround jumper on the baseline over Ovdam's off the mark. Ball gets tipped from Sage to Tozer. Here comes the trap outlet now to Tozer. Tozer with a 4-on-3. Tozer free throw line drive kick. Hurst three-pointer is up and in. Kaya Hurst with another triple. Kaya's got her 4th of the contest. 54-37. Tommy starting to stretch this one out a little bit here midway through the third quarter. Most three-pointers made in a particular game here. We'll get to that in a second as Brodina's going to get fouled as she heads to the paint. Check that. That'll be Presley Brown. Brown will head to the free throw line. Foul will be assessed here on Tozer. That'll be a large foul. Her 3rd, team 2nd. Most free throws made in a tournament is 10. Most three-pointers made in a game is 4. So you have Kaya Hurst tying a tournament record. This is the 2nd year of this 3-division system. Presley Brown now has 11 with the made free throw. Tozer will check out. Schwab will come in. You'll see the Devils Lake Firebirds also make a substitution as Julie Martinson will be newly inserted alongside with Beck here. Free throw attempt number 2 is in as well. 2 free throws to see the lid go off the rim if you're a Firebird fan, but with 4:30 left to play in the third quarter, Thompson again 54-39. Tommies will see it to the left wing as they will handle it with Hurst. Hurst here at the top of the key, drive kick, right head side, that goes to Schwab. Schwab gives it right wing, Ovdam with the basketball, leaves it to the baseline. Here goes Calling, and Calling stepped out of bounds and a turnover here on Thompson. Calling went to shoot, but as she did, brought the left foot behind her. It went out of bounds on the sideline, and a turnover here for Thompson. That'll be their 9th of the contest. As you'll see, Devils Lake crossing the timeline, working with it left to right. Beck gives it left wing. That'll be to Brown. Brown at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Coming through the staggered is Brodina. Shot fake here by Brodina. Hurst is trying to get the steal. And then there's a foul. It's going to be on who? As this will be on Devils Lake. Presley Brown will pick up the foul. Her 3rd and the team's 3rd as Hurst was hanging out and able to get the loose ball. Kaya Hurst with 19 points, 4 rebounds. Sage has 18, and then Colleen has 11 in this contest. Also a note for Addie, she's got 6 assists here for Sage. Sage, right side, that'll go to Hurst on the baseline. Hurst will see this back up top. That'll go to Ovdam as they are working out of Sage, left wing to Colleen. Colleen with the basketball back up top for the Tommies as they give it now to Hurst. Hurst at the left-handed side, drive, kick now to Schwab. Schwab here at the baseline, inside the paint, off the window, throws it up with the left hand, nearly got it to go. Ovdam gift a tip to Hurst. Hurst from the left block off the board, no. Schwab with the putback up and in. Andy Schwab gets in the scoring column here. Tommies lead it by 17. Other side, an easy layup in transition for Brown. Brown has all 4 points of the half here for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Sage will handle it now, top of the key. Sage goes between the legs and slows it up here for Thompson. Sage crossing over right to left, drive kick now to Schwab. Schwab here at the left wing, gives it up top to Ovdam. Reverse it right-handed side to Colleen. Colleen top of the key on this weave now to Sage. Sage will handle it back to the left-handed side. There goes Colleen to the paint. Colleen off the window, shot no, and this one will get tipped out of bounds to Presley Brown. Tipped to Presley Brown. Brown with it, looking to go coast to coast, and there's a foul on the floor. Schwab will pick up the foul, her second, team's third. Well, it's 3-pointers. Here, man, the tournament is 10 by Sage here for the Thompson Tommies. There is a break on the floor. We will break with them here. Media timeout, 2:48 left to play in the third. Thompson leads it by 15.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
If you're Thompson, you love that you got some separation up by 15, but there's still 2:48 to play. Now, the Firebirds, which can be a team that can score in bunches in a hurry, try to get this puppy down to single digits before the fourth quarter. Thompson out of the break will come out little 2-3 zone. Ball goes left and it's signed out of Friddle. Friddle will see it here on the high post. Is spin her way on the interior. Shots off the mark. No good by Martinson. Rebound comes down to Ovdam. Here goes Hurst. Hurst at the right wing gives it to Sage. Partially blocked. Staying with it though is Schwab, who gives it to Ovdam. Skip pass, and this will be a turnover. Coming away with it is Friddle. Friddle trying to go coast to coast. Right-handed off the window and count it. Friddle with the end one. She's got 4, a chance to make it 5. That's exactly what the Firebirds needed, some defense into offense. They just kind of live in that category. Colleen will pick up a foul, her second. That'll be the team's 4th with 2:17 left to play in the third quarter. Free throw attempt for Friddle is up and in. Firebirds just like that, back within 12. Full court pressure defense. Schwab here in the backcourt gets doubled with the pass now to Hurst. Hurst will see it here as the Firebirds looking to double again. Hurst picks up the dribble, gives it now to Colleen. Colleen out the wing to Schwab. Schwab on the left-handed side is going to drive with it. Left-handed scoop shot off the backboard, can't get it. Rebound comes down to Martinson. Martinson will see this now for the Firebirds as she brings up the floor. That'll go to back here at the top of the key between the circles. Gives it left wing now to Brodina. Brodina looking for the ball screen. Takes this one now left to right at the free throw line. Little pick and pop action. Martinson jumper is good. Julie Martinson with her first made field goal, give the assist to Brodina, and the Firebirds are on a 5-0 run. Jason Bren wants a timeout here with 96 seconds left to play in the third. We'll break with them here as the Tommies lead it by 10 on your LiveVent.com.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
Thompson up by 10 here, shooting 50% from the floor. They do have 10 turnovers. Devils Lake shooting 16 of 44 from the floor at 36%. With 9 turnovers here in the contest for the Firebirds. They're led by the 14 of Presley Brown, while Thompson led by the 19 here of Kaya Hurst. After the timeout for Coach Jason Bren, they'll have 2 remaining. They'll have an over and back. After the timeout here, the Tommies will give up another one. And here's the biggest thing when it comes to playing Devils Lake. You know you're going to get pressure for 32 minutes of basketball, and what Justin Klein tries to do with that pressure is sooner or later will you show a little crack. And if you're going to crack just a sliver, that's when Devils Lake will try to pounce on you. Thompson's done a good job breaking the press, scoring in transition, but now the Firebirds with a little momentum on their side. Jumper from the baseline is up and off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Beck, though. Kick to Brodina. Brodina here at the left wing, looking for it on the inside to Fee. Fee spinning her way, leaves it to Beck. Beck from the left pocket, jumper is up and in. Ava Beck with the triple, and the Devils Lake Firebirds make that an 8-0 run. 65 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Sage will see a double now to Schwab. Schwab gives it left and inside to Calling. A lot of pressure being on Sage and Hurst right now. Calling at the left wing. Ball screen here with Sage. Pick and pop to Addy. Sage here at the left wing. Free throw line extended. Feet comes out on the defense. Sage between the legs. Handles it right to left on the cross on the driving kick. Now to Calling. Calling at the free throw line. Going to go hard to the paint. Throws this one up off the mark. No good. Rebound comes down to Fee. Baseball pass up the floor for Brodina. Brodina at the left. Block off the window. Good for 2. Brodina with her first made field goal here of the second half. The Firebirds are back within 2 possessions and a traveling violation here on Calling. And what Thompson was doing so well in the first half, the Firebirds have changed the game here in the quarter. They were down 56-41. It's a 10-0 run here over the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Firebirds with Beck between the circles now for Devils Lake. Leaves it right-handed side. That'll go to Martinson. 3 on the way. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound Schwab gives this one now, but this will go to Fee off the window. Good for 2 on the tip. Schwab had the tip, but Fee was there, and it's now 56-53 as we'll see a foul on the Firebirds. That'll be their 4th of the quarter, and the 4th on Presley Brown. Brown will pick up the foul as this will be right in front of the scores table as Friddle will check in. Also coming in for Devils Lake will be Eckes, the 6'1 senior. As coming out here will be Brodina to take a little breather with 8.5 left to play here in the third. Thompson with Hurst looking for it. There's going to be a turnover. Beck comes up with it. Beck at the free throw line. Beck drive and kick to left wing. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Devils Lake step through off the window. No, and that's how we'll end this third quarter of play. The Thompson Tommies have been held scoreless here for the last 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Devils Lake closes the quarter on a 14-0 run. Thompson leads it by 3 as we head to the 4th.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. The very first semifinal was a doozy, and this one, well, is a dandy right now. 56-53. Firebirds again on a 14-0 run here for Devils Lake as we start the fourth quarter. Chase Miller with you courtside for the Minot State Dome. Still to come on our post-game show. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, but 8 precious minutes remain. Can the Firebirds head back to a championship and defend their title, or can the Thompson Tommies make it to a state championship for the second time in 3 years here inside the Minot State Dome? Fee at the left wing, open three-pointer on the way, grazes the front iron. Rebound, though, on the interior by Friddle as that one goes down to Beck. Beck will see it here at the right wing between the circles here for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Ball goes left in inside Brodina. Brodina taking the ball screen, looking for it on the pick and roll. On the inside, double team, and this one gets thrown out of bounds, and it will be out of play by Friddle. Good D by Thompson coming in and suffocating the paint. But now, speaking of suffocation, that's what this Devils Lake defense has been the last couple of minutes. Thompson trying to break the press. They do. Hurst up to Sage. Sage will see it here. Sage at the wing, dribbles it back out. Guarded by Friddle. Sage calls out the offense. 7:25 here in the fourth quarter. Tozer between the circles, now to Schwab. They reverse it left wing. That'll go to Sage. Sage takes a screen by Obdam. Feet comes out to double. Sage will see this here, top of the key. Sage is going to drive, kick left wing, open. Hurst three-pointer. Got it! Kaya Hurst with the triple. She's got 5 here for the Tommies. Big three, the driving kick by Sage with the assist. Top of the key now as this will go to Beck. Beck at the right of the key, leaves this left and it's side. It'll go to Martinson. Martinson gives it to the right elbow. Flex cut coming here for Fee. Nothing there to Brodina. Brodina left of the key. Shot clock to 15 seconds. Here goes Fee with a 3 from the wing. No good. Rebound here, Sage. Sage will handle it, weaving her way, and a foul on the Firebirds. Kaya Hurst with that 5th made 3 has broke a tournament record for most three-pointers in a game here in the State A tournament in Division A. The foul will be on Friddle, her 4th. So Coach Klein now has 4 on Friddle and 4 on Brown. That'll be the first of the quarter. As we'll see this here for the Tommies on the inbounds. They give this to Colling. Colling uses up the dribble now to Hurst. Hurst with 22 points on the night on 8 of 12 shooting, 5 of 7 from the land of 3. Right wing goes to Schwab, cutting his Sage, and Brodina baits her into the pass, gets the steal, but then Hurst will pick up the foul in transition. Kaya will pick up her 2nd, team's first turnover on the Tommies, as it'll be their 14th of the contest. Thompson leads it by 6 with 6:28 left to play. Fee with a quick little breather on the bench, literally in between the dead balls there. Maybe been quicker on a NASCAR pit stop, if that. As she comes back in, as coming out will be Friddle. Ball goes left inside, Brown on the interior. Here goes Heilman, turnaround jumper over Tozer, no. And Jordan corrals the miss. Jordan Tozer season in the backcourt. Step through looking for Sage, and Sage will give it back in the backcourt here. Tozer trying to get the ball and throws it out of bounds off of a shoe with 25 seconds. The question was there a timeout or was there 10 seconds here, because the shot clock's at 25, and you can see Justin Klein saying it should be a 10-second and a turnover here, as the officials will talk it over. And they're going to see if there was a timeout granted, as Cale Hamry is talking with Jason Bren right now. If that's the case, Jason would have 1 timeout remaining here for the Thompson Tommies with 6:09 left to play in the fourth quarter. Was there a definitive timeout or not? And they're going to say it is a 10-second call. So a turnover here for the Thompson Tommies as Jason Bren was coming over to talk it over with Cale Hamry here. Our officials of Aaron Grandy and Elaine Fleur here from Minot, as Jason Bren just making sure he's getting the correct call here from Hamry, as Hamry just giving him the explanation currently. And for Justin Klein, what he's saying is, hey, let's inbound the ball, let's get things going. As Jason Bren gets the explanation, as we will handle it now with 6:09 left in the fourth quarter. 59-53, a spot in the state championship is on the line here in Minot. Ball will get inbounded now to Beck. Leaves it baseline. Brodita from the right baseline. Going to drive inside the paint. Ball gets deflected. She gets the ball back. No, at the left wing now, and there's a foul on the body. Schwab will pick up her 3rd, the team's 2nd here. So for Coach Brandy, got 3 on Tozer and 3 on Schwab, and what he's pretty much played an exclusive 6-player rotation for the most part here this evening. Firebirds on the inbounds. This will go with Fee. Fee sees this, now to Beck. Beck here at the left wing, gives it to Fee. Fee on Schwab. Right-hand side of Brodina. Right of the key here for Brodina, able to skip it to Fee. Fee at the left wing looking for a teammate. Finds one now as that'll go to Beck. Beck between the circles. 5:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass on the interior. This one goes up off the backboard. Can't get it, and there's a foul, though, however. And we'll see free throws as Presley Brown will head to the line. Foul will be assessed on Kaya Hirsch. She picks up her third. That'll be the team's third. And 2 free throws here for the Firebirds with 5:38 left to play. Free throw attempts will be rattling in. Brown is 5 for 5 from the free throw line here tonight. As Friddle returns, also coming in for Devils Lake, here will be Anna Schock. Schwab will check out of the contest here. Ovdom is back in now for the Tommies. Free throw attempt number 2 here for the Firebirds. There's going to be full court pressure defense, whether it's a make or miss, you know that. Brown with 15 to lead the Firebirds. Shot will be off the mark, no good. Rebound here to Colling. Triple team now to Tozer. Tozer pushing it up the floor to Ovdom. Ovdom with the basketball, going to slow it down here for Thompson as she gives this one now to Hurst. It's loose. Ovdom gets the ball back as that'll go to Colling. Colling uses up the dribble now to Hurst at the right wing as a Tommies. Right now we'll call it the offense. Calling right of the key here for Thompson, taking a couple hard dribbles. Drive kick to Tozer. Tozer at the left wing, double team, and will have a traveling violation on Jordan. Turnover on the floor on the Tommies, an immediate timeout on the floor. Thompson 59, Devils Lake 54. 5:12 to play in the fourth quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're back after this inside the Minot State Dome.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
High school basketball plays as Avicii blares in the background here inside the Minot State Dome. Chase Miller with you courtside, 59-54, as we'll handle it here for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Final from the Jamestown Civic Center. Linton HMB over Lemoore Litchfield Marion in the consolation semifinals, 61-44. We'll have coverage of the Lobos and Grant County Mont Regent tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock from the Jamestown Civic Center with Greg Grenz. This one will be an illegal screen on Fee. Wasn't set. Torrey will pick up the foul. That'll be her second and the team's second here of the fourth quarter. As we'll see a substitution now as Friddle will check in again. Friddle has 4, Brown has 4 fouls as Fee will check out of the contest. Inbounding it will be Calling as she gives this one to the backcourt. That'll go now to Kaya Hurst. Hurst will see this crossing the timeline, taking a couple of dribbles. Pass gets deflected. Hurst gets it back near sideline to Calling. Calling baseline out of Tozer. Tozer at the left wing, step through, gives it up top back to Hurst. Reversing now right-handed side to Calling. Calling out the right wing, 4:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. On the sweep now to Hurst as Hurst will handle it left of the key. Left-handed side Tozer, shot clock to 8. Tozer at the free throw line, drive kick to Calling at the right of the key. Calling gonna drive to the left block, left-handed scoop off the window, no. Rebound, Ovdom, put back up and in. Ovdom has a little off-balance shot. And the Tommies lead it by 9. 4:20 left to play here in the fourth. Left-handed side will go Brodina. Brodina gives it back up top as the Firebirds work it near sideline to Brown. And this will be another illegal screen. As Beck will get called for the foul. That'll be her first and the team's third. And what the illegal screen essentially is, it's a turnover here for the Firebirds. Calling to Hurst. Hurst works with it. A 3-on-3 gives it to Ovdom here. Jalen at the right baseline with it now on the pass. That'll go in the hands of Calling. And Calling will set up the offense here for the Tommies. 4 minutes to play in the fourth. Tozer on the left wing. Tozer with the basketball. Here's Thompson, sends Sage up top. Sage between the circles, jab step, Sage inside. Floater off the backboard, got it to go. Sage with her first field goal of the quarter. She's got 20 on the night, and the Tommies lead it by 9. Still a 3-possession game. Brodina up top, up and over on the pass. Tozer bats this one out of bounds on the baseline, as it will be Devils Lake basketball as they were trying to post up on the inside in Friddle. 3:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. Devils Lake, the defending champs, with the ball on the right baseline. Friddle will see this to the right of the key. Here goes Brown, and Brown with a traveling violation. Turnover here for the Firebirds. That'll be their 13th of the contest. Hurst on the inbound, gives it to Calling. Calling sees this one here, takes the dribble up and over the pass to Sage. Sage here at the free throw line. Sage to the paint, and Sage gets mugged. Heilman will pick up the foul. That'll be her fourth, the team's fourth, and 2 free throws upcoming here for the junior guard. Sage with 20 points, 3 of 4 shooting from the free throw line, 7 assists. Hurst with 22 on an 8 of 12 shooting from the floor of 5 3-pointers. Sage up and in. 64-54, the most points that Devils Lake has given up this season goes back to Carrington. As we'll get that for you in a moment. This one is also up and in here for the Thompson Tommies. They have 65 in this contest. As the most points given up this season is 68 to the Cardinals back on January the 22nd in a 68-55 loss here for Devils Lake, one of their 3 losses on the season. Firebirds will give this now to Fee, left of the key to left wing. Brodina on the inside. Here comes a double bounce pass to Friddle, who lost it on the way up, regains possession. Block shot by Jalen Ovdom, but on the floor is Friddle as she slides for this one, able to get the ball on a reach and foul here on Thompson. That's the last one the Tommies had to give before it's the bonus. Foul will be assessed on Jalen Ovdom. She's got fouls to give, though, as that's just her first. So we got a dandy of a first semifinal, and it's just as good here in the second. South Prairie Max was in a similar situation against Valley City, down by 10. They got it all the way to 1. Can the Devils Lake Firebirds do the same thing here with 2:56 left to play in the fourth quarter? It's 65-45 here on your liveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
High school hoops today here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you courtside inside the Monmouth State Dome. Still to come, we'll get to our Agassiz Precision Egg Play the Contest, that and more. And by no means is this game done. Devils Lake 0 of 4 shooting from the floor here in the fourth quarter, while Thompson is currently 3 of 4 in this fourth quarter alone. Firebirds to trigger it in with Tori Fee. Baseline out of bounds on the right-hand side. Fee gives it on the inbounds. This goes to Brown. Brown with a shot fake at the free throw line. Left wing now to Martinson, as this one's going to get skipped to left-hand side. Tozer stays with it for a moment, but literally by her last name is Tozer, out by a toe. 2:48 here in the fourth quarter. It will be on the line, and that looks like the correct call here inside the Monmouth State Dome with the left foot on the black sideline here, as the Firebirds will handle it now with Tori Fee. Fee crossing over left to right to the baseline. 2:40 left to play in the fourth. Firebirds leave it right wing back to Fee. Bounce pass on the interior. Here comes a double. Fee gets the ball back on the baseline. A little triangle offense on the interior here for the Firebirds off the backboard, and Heilman will get fouled. 0 field goals here in the fourth quarter for the Firebirds. Just 1 point. That's coming at the free throw line. Jalen Ovdom will pick up the foul, her second. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. Free throw attempt here for Claire. Her first free throw of the tournament is up and good. 7 points for Heilman in this game. 3 rebounds on 3 of 9 shooting from the floor. Firebirds are back within 10. Trying to make it a single-digit game here on free throw attempt number 2. Heilman gets this one to go. She's got 8. Firebirds back within single digits. It's a 3-possession game now with 2:30 to play in the fourth. Hurst bounce pass now to Colleen. Colleen will see it here on the dribble. Gives it to Sage. Sage in the wing inside to Ovdam from the baseline up and in. Jalen Ovdam now with 10. In the front court, 67-56. Right wing to Brown. Brown with the three-pointer from the wing, no good. Look at Ovdam Sky for the loose ball. This one goes in the backcourt now as they will handle it to Colleen, to Tozer. Bounce pass to Colleen here. Colleen gets it across the timeline, but over the head of Sage, and a turnover here for the Thompson Tommies. But time is starting to wind down from the Devils Lake perspective. 2:02 left to play in the fourth quarter, and a substitution on the floor as Julie Martinson will be making her way into the game here for Devils Lake. One team that made it to the state championship last season in South Prairie Max was knocked out here by Valley City in the semis. Thompson trying to do the same here to the defending champs in the Devils Lake Firebirds here in the semifinal round matchup. Devils Lake won both meetings this season by 9 points at Thompson on January 19th. Then they beat the Tommies by 17 on January the 24th in Devils Lake. Fee with the basketball, taking the screen. Floater from 15 is up and in, and a timeout for Justin Klein. He's got 2, make that now 1 left. Tori Fee will hit the runner from the left elbow. Able to get this one back within single digits. 67-48, and the Firebirds will continue to press here and chase the game with 1:53. You don't have to foul at this point here for Devils Lake, but you need a stop, and then you got to quickly go here for the Firebirds in transition. Earlier today, consolation semifinals. Carrington all over Turtle Mountain. They held the Braves to 13 points in the final 3 quarters of play. Carrington 52-33 over the Braves. Dickinson Trendy gets by Rugby 51-45. Then the semifinal, Valley City, a 60-59 win over South Prairie Max. Thompson will see this on the inbounds. It'll go with Kyer Hurst. The next jump ball does favor Thompson. Hurst trying to get it in before a 5 call does with a half second to spare to Tozer. Here comes the double. Tozer looking for the step through and will get a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Thompson. 1 timeout again remaining here for Justin Klein. You got 2 remaining here for Jason Brand. Couple of substitutions into the contest as Martinson alongside with Heilman will quickly come back in to allow Devils Lake to reassess. Ball gets inbounded. Thompson will see it here. Sage now. This one goes to Colleen. Colleen in the backcourt. Here comes a double. Colleen with the step through. Colleen with the pass to Ovdam. Ovdam here at the left wing gives it now to Sage. Sage on the baseline. Sage with it high off the window, up and good for 2. How do you do? Sage with 24 on the night. 69-58, the most points that the Firebirds have given up this season. Here on the interior, Heilman with the left hand up and in for 2. Thompson, though, will gladly trade buckets here with 1:22 remaining in this contest. It's 69-60. We'll put a ball on this one next here inside the Monmouth State Dome with 1:22 remaining in the fourth.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. It's a 69-60 lead here for Thompson over the Devils Lake Firebirds as Thompson will inbound it here with Hurst. Kaya Hurst looking for a teammate, finds one here. That'll go to Colleen. Colleen with the step, and there's a foul to stop the clock with 1:19 left to play here in the fourth. 2 free throws upcoming here for the Tommies, as the foul will be assessed here on the Firebirds, as this one will be on Tori Fee. Her third, team's 5th, and Colleen heads to the free throw line. Claire in this tournament is 3 of 6 from the stripe. Here in the game, the Tommies are 7 of 8 from the line. The left-handed toss is going to go long, and it's still a 3-possession game. Second free throw looming large here for the Tommies, trying to get this one to a 4-possession game here. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Claire is good. Colleen with 12. Thompson has scored 70. Ball gets in the front court, right-handed side on the interior. This one up off the window, count it, got it good as Heilman gets the and one. She's got 12, and the clock stops with 1:13 left to play as the foul will be assessed on Avdum, her third. So for Jason Bren, 3 on Schwab, Tozer, Hurst, and Avdum. But more importantly, from the Devils Lake perspective, a chance to score at the clock stop as you'll have Heilman to the line. 12 points in the game here for Claire, 3 rebounds. Right-handed toss is good. Now with the Baker's dozen, and she's perfect from the line, 3 of 3 from the stripe. Full court pressure defense. Hurst gets it in, finds it to Colleen, and Fee will pick up the foul. Fee with her 4th. So now for Justin Klein, 4 on Friddle, Brown, Heilman, and Fee. 2 free throws for Claire Colleen. Thompson in the quarter, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Tommy's 21-5 coming into this. Devils Lake 21-3. 2 of the losses for the Tommies by the Firebirds. Free throw is long. Substitution into the game is Ava Beck, and Claire Heilman will check in here for the Firebirds. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Colleen, trying to get to 13 points on the evening. Free throw is off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Heilman. Firebirds with a bucket would make it a 2-possession game. Brodina at the left wing, gonna drive by. Colleen gets it to the left block, short off the backboard, gets the ball back, it's deflected, and with it now is Colleen, and a foul here on Devils Lake. A couple of point-blank misses here by the Firebirds by Brodina, and the Tommies will get the ball, and they'll get 2 free throws upcoming. Doing a good job was Colleen going straight up on the first. Brodina got it on the second. Block shot by Tozer from behind as now Colleen will head back to the free throw line with 59.9 precious seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. As we'll see, free throw opportunity here for Claire to shoot 2 as they're going to reset the shot clock again to 35 seconds. Presley Brown alongside with Martinson on the block. Free throw is up and in for Colleen. Claire Colleen in this game with 13 points. Tommy stretch out that lead to 8. Will they make it 9 at the line? Colleen, yes. 2 for 2 as she splashes both of them in. Firebirds want to go in transition. Fee, right-handed side of Brodina. Brodina back to Fee. This one from the parking lot. 3. That'll go off the mark. No good from the right wing. Ball out of bounds. It'll be last touch here by Thompson. Thompson faithful thought it was last touch by a team clad in white, not black. Regardless, 51.2 seconds to play as the Firebirds will inbound the basketball as they will see this one with Brodina. Brodina on the inbounds, gives it right-handed side. This one's on the deck for a moment. With it here is going to be Martinson. Martinson skip to Beck, extra fine. Here goes Brown, left wing 3 off the iron. Tozer gets the rebound. Tozer on the outlet to Sage. It's a 2-on-1. Sage looks up the floor, and there's a foul on the Firebirds. Brown's going to foul out of this game here for Devils Lake. Presley, 15 points on 5 of 12, shooting from the 4. Goes 5 of 6 from the line with 6 rebounds, and she will foul out with 30 minutes of game action worked here tonight for Brown. Sage to the line to shoot 2, as Sage has 24 in the campaign. As the Firebirds will bring on into the game in Mia Ellsberger. Devils Lake going to be right at their season average in scoring at 64 points. The difference is they only give up 46 per contest. And here with some free throws, Thompson now with 73 in the game. Sage free throw attempt is up and good. Tommy's 11 of 15 from the free throw line. 38.2 seconds to play, and Sage hits the second. Tommy's lead it by 11. Ball in the front court. Fee left and inside. 3-pointer by Brodina from the left wing. That'll go long. Devils Lake trying to hustle after it. It goes on the baseline. And the Thompson Tommy faithful are standing on their feet in the Minot State Dome. They can feel it with 30.9 seconds to play here in the 4th. Sage inbounds the basketball. The Tommies will bring to the front court. The Tommies at the right wing will see this one. Devils Lake is not going to foul as the Tommies get on their feet. 20 seconds to play in the 4th quarter as the Thompson Tommies will dethrone the defending champs here in Devils Lake. It'll be Thompson and Valley City tomorrow night at 5 o'clock in the championship as the Thompson Tommies avenge 2 losses from the Firebirds in the regular season. They win it here from the Dome as the Tommies are heading to the state tournament championship game. 74-63. Devils Lake in that last quarter. Here in this one, held to 10 points. While for the Tommies, they score 18 in the game. Your final 74-63. Thompson making their way to the championship. We'll get to our post-game show after this here on your liveevent.com.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Coming up at Headlocks on Friday, March 21st, it's karaoke with Blue Diamond Entertainment. And get ready for the Carrington All-School Reunion coming up this summer, July 10th through the 12th.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
As we come back on our post-game show, it's now time to get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, discover local reliability you can trust at Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. Go to halsteadtel.com. That is halsteadtel.com. The post-game connection, simply put, is the three-point line. The Thompson Tommies hit 6 in the quarterfinals. They hit 10 here in the semis. They go 10 of 17 from beyond the arc, with 5 of them coming by Kaya Hurst. A Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, the connection from the land of 3 here for the Tommies, as 30 of their 74 points come from beyond the arc. That is our halsteadtel.com connection of the contest. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game here in this one, obviously Akaya Hurst and Addie Sage, but Claire Calling picked up some valuable minutes. And how about Jalen Obdam's performance? 10 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists on 5 of 7 shooting. We're going to give Jalen Obdam, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, having a battle on the inside with the Heilmans and alongside the Frittles here in this one. What a play on the interior here by Jalen Obdam. In 2 games, she has 18 points and 21 rebounds here in this particular tournament here for the Thompson Tommies. She is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest in this particular contest. That's going to go in terms of the three-point line, handling the pressure at most as you possibly could throughout the course of the contest. And the Thompson Tommies, again, for the land of 3, they went 10 of 17, but more importantly, they withstood the run by the Devils Lake Firebirds. Devils Lake's biggest lead of the game right away in the first quarter, they led by 2. Thompson led by 17. The Firebirds would go on a 14-0 run to end the third quarter and get it to 56-53. And then Thompson with a little 6-0 run midway through the fourth quarter, able to defend the stand. The three-point line, the quality of play to defend the run here from Devils Lake, that is all our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. Agassi Precision Egg, your feature precision planting dealer. Visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com, as we will hear from a couple of particulars in this one from the Thompson Tommies in a few moments when they return from the locker room. As we take a look at the final numbers in this one, Thompson goes 26 of 49 from the floor, 10 of 17 from 3, 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 34 rebounds, 15 assists to 18 turnovers, while Devils Lake goes 22 of 63 shooting from the floor, 5 of 22 from 3, 14 of 16 from the free throw line, 32 rebounds, 11 assists, and 13 turnovers here tonight for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Thompson individually led by the 26 of Addie Sage on 8 of 13 shooting from the floor. Sage again with 26 points and 4 rebounds with 3 threes. 22 points then on the way for Kaya Hurst in this contest. Hurst 22 points, 5 boards on 8 of 12 shooting from the floor, as she was able to have 5 3-pointers in this one. 14 points, 5 rebounds for Claire Calling. Calling also went 4 of 12 here from this particular game. from the floor. 10 points, 9 rebounds for Jalen Omdum, and then you also had 2 points on the way for Andy Schwab. Well, for the Devils Lake Firebirds, they were led in this one by the 15 points on the way here for Devils Lake with Presley Brown, as she was able to finish with 50 points on the way here for Brown. From there, you had the 13 points here for Claire Heilman. Also double digits of Tylee Brodina with 12 points, 9 on the way for Tori Fee, 5 here for Friddle, 5 on the way for Ava Beck, 2 points for Martinson, and 2 points for Ellsberger. We'll take a quick break. After this, we'll hear from some of the particular players here for the Thompson Tommies as they're heading to the state championship game, as we'll get to our post-game conversation next on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
As we come back here on our post-game show, again, your final, the Thompson Tommies win it by 11 as they get back to a championship game here. Join us as Claire Calling again, 29 minutes on the floor, able to get 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Claire, how does this one feel to get to the championship game tomorrow night?
It feels so good. I literally have no words for this game. We've been working for this our whole season, and to make a championship experience, I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm just so excited.
What worked, because you knew Devils Lake was going to keep coming with that pressure. They made a big run in the third quarter. What allowed you guys to withstand, so to speak, the run when you were up by 3 points to put this game away in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, their press is huge. They get a lot of points off of that. They have a lot of length, so ball fakes are huge. Just getting it up the floor and trying to get transition buckets on them was big for us tonight.
What did you see from both Addie and Kaya combined here in this particular game? They were able to hit 8 of the 10 threes. You hit the other 2, but what did you see from those 2, particularly beyond the arc?
Yeah, getting kickouts and kicking out to them, we have a lot of faith in them shooting it. When it goes up, we just know it's going in. We have a lot of trust in them, so it's huge for us.
What is this particular championship game appearance? I know there's still work to be done, but what does it mean this season for this group of girls to make the championship game here in 2025?
We've been working for this all season, in practice and stuff. This is our main goal. We want to go win it tomorrow, and we've had 2 other state we've had 2 other big state appearances in the past 2 years, so we just want to go win it. We want to finish it.
You had to wait till about 8:45 to tip. You had to wait till about 8:40. Tomorrow, hopefully, it's a little earlier at 5 o'clock. So what's the mentality like for now, you and the team, as you get ready for a championship against a really good opponent in Valley City tomorrow?
We want to lay it all on the floor tonight. We want to give it our all. We've been working for this our whole season, and we just want to go out in there and win it. Give it our best, do it for our seniors, and just do it for our team. This is really my family, and we just want to go get it tomorrow.
Hey, Claire, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow in the championship.
Thank you.
That again, Claire Calling with us here. She will turn the headsets over now from one to another in Addison Sage, as Addie was able to play 31 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. Goes 8 of 13 from the floor, 3 threes, 7 of 8 from the stripe, 7 assists to 26 points in this one. Addie, how does this one feel? Like I asked Claire to start the conversation here, to be making your way to a championship tomorrow night.
It feels so good. Falling short last year was one of the worst feelings ever, and my freshman year. We've been working towards this all season, and we knew we had to bring intensity, and I think that's what we did. We left it all on the floor.
The first half of play, it seemed like you were fine playing the style of game that Devils Lake wanted to play if you got good looks breaking the press. How were you able to get to the rim and then get those kickouts for good looks breaking that press in that first half?
Yes, their press it's a great press, and we knew that's what we really stressed in practice in these shoot-arounds, that we had to beat this press. And I think just getting my teammates open can create open looks for other people, and that can be huge for our team, especially when they're guarding people tight to the rim. So I think that was just huge, and I'm super excited to play tomorrow.
How about the play of Jalen Ovdum in this tournament tonight? She almost got a double-double, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of 7 shooting. She has to go up against some bigs on the interior. How about her performance both offensively and defensively?
She had a great performance. She plays a huge role in our team. On defense and offense, she can get good blocks, get good steals, and she can get everyone open, and I think that's just a great role to have.
How much trust is there within these particular 5 players on the floor at any given time, whether it's Andy, who comes off the bench, able to see Oster play obviously yesterday, you and Kaya obviously in the backcourt? A lot of people are going to talk about the ability to shoot and drive, but how much trust do you just have with anybody on the floor throughout the course of a game, able to withstand the tide, if you will, late in the third from the Firebirds.
Yeah, we have lots of trust. We know that whoever comes on the floor, we trust one another, and we know that they can make big plays too. And I think we stressed at the beginning of the season, like knowing and owning our roles is a huge part and could get us really far, and I think that's what we're doing.
Addie, how much are you looking forward to tomorrow? I know getting to a championship game is one thing, win it is another. You still got business in hand here in Minot, but how much are you looking forward to tomorrow's title game?
So much. We're not done yet. We have one more to go tomorrow, and hopefully we can beat state champions.
Addie, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you tomorrow in the title.
Thank you so much.
Addie Sage with us here on YourLiveEvent.com as we'll allow the headsets to go from her to the head coach, and that'll be Jason Brent here on the floor as taking a look at some of the final stat line here in that one for you, Jason. Not sure if you've seen those stats or not, but we'll get you on anyway here. How about this? Able to withstand this test of time. I know 18 turnovers might be something, if you and I talked about on the pregame show, wasn't going to be a good stat line, but you forced Devils Lake into 13 turnovers, and really about 5 or 6 of them came when they made that 14-0 run. So about 28 minutes, which was really good, then 4 minutes where it was like a little helter-skelter, but your team withstood the stand when they got it to 3 points. What was the message in the fourth quarter when Devils Lake was on that 14-0 run?
Well, it was definitely concerning to the coaches, but we didn't want to, we didn't want to pass that along to the kids. Obviously, even in that situation, the turnovers and just kind of we're doing some mental mistakes that we knew what we needed to do, and I guess really the message going in the fourth quarter, there's no adjustments or anything like that. It's just a matter of hey. We've been here. We've been in tough games before. That's something that maybe this year we could say that we couldn't in the past, and the kids really want it bad. And I'll tell you what, a couple of them even spoke up at that time and said, hey, now's not the time to be heroes. Let's go out and get ourselves to the ship. And you know what? They had a heck of a fourth quarter with a lot of composure, and they did it.
You had 4 players score double digits between the 10 again of Ovdam, the 14 of Claire Calling, the 22 of Kaya Hurst, and the 26 of Addie Sage. And you hit on something in the pregame show, writing it back down. You mentioned that, Devils Lake likes to play a fast game, but if we can get some transition, and if it's not there, play the half-court game or look for the open shots. Well, it seemed like when you broke the press, you got the open looks, 3-on-2s, you got to the rim, you got the right kickouts. Just what did you see from your kids making the right decision, particularly there in the first half of play?
Yeah, our pregame talk, I guess we talked about, if you get a 3-on-2, that's a drill we do all the time in practice. That's something that we know how to handle, and we know how to, manufacture some buckets out of that. So we were good at 3-on-2, but anytime the odds were less than that, all right, we wanted to set it up, but we have to be careful because, with Devils Lake, the way they play, they're going to be coming at you. So you can't just assume you're going to make that nice pass because somebody's going to be coming from behind. And the kids, they understand that because it's something that we worked on. It's something that we've talked about since day one and since they were probably, I don't know how old, So, it's nice when things like that really work out the way that you hope when you work on them all the time. And, there was even a point during during this game where we said, hey, a lot of those drills, you hate them. Mm-hmm. There's drills that you don't like doing, but this is why we did them for this moment. And, they all shook their head, gave me a good yes, and, hey, went at it.
How about the performance? We talked about Jalen Ovdam yesterday, nearly got a double-double here today, but how about the performance of Claire Calling? 14 points, 5 rebounds. She misses 2 free throws late, but comes back and hits 2 free throws in a row. Handled the pressure awfully well. What did you see from her performance in 32 minutes?
Claire wasn't happy with her performance last night because of some foul trouble. She got a lot of bench time, I guess, because of that foul trouble. But, we told her, hey, you're fresh. Your legs are fresher than the others right now. We're going to need you tomorrow because all the season long, she's been a very key contributor to our team. It's situation we're very confident. I want to say that she, percentage-wise, is our highest free throw percentage shooter. So we didn't want her inbounding the press because we knew they're going to be fouling, and we got her the ball. Yeah, 1 or 2, maybe she missed it. But you know what? It's tough to shoot in here, first of all, and then you think about what's on the line. But, once she got it figured out, she knocked down those last 2, and I think it ended up being 4 of 6, which is pretty good.
I will ask you tomorrow on the pregame show about a couple of players. One breaking now it's just a second year, but Kaya Hurst, most 3-pointers in a state tournament game with 5. Obviously, Addie Sage hits 3, and then you got the 2 by Claire. But just give us your early thoughts on the Valley City Highlanders. Obviously, a team that has some different matchups that are similar to teams that you played this season, but maybe a little bit different. They found a way to dodge a bullet late against South Prairie Max, and you got 2 teams that got close last year. They played for third. That'll play now in the championship here, Jason, tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, the fact that, we played for third last year, and the 2 teams that played in the championship last year now playing for third. So something that we're happy about. But they're going to be tough. The challenge is definitely going to be the size. Birch Hill is just so tough to work down low. I thought in the first round or the quarterfinals, I thought Carrington did such a nice job in the first half against them. And then, okay, what happens is they start hitting some shots. So, from the people that I've talked to in the past about them is, their season or the way they play, it really has a lot to do with the girls that are hitting shots from the outside or not hitting shots, I guess, for that matter. So we're just going to have to prepare both mentally and watch some film and maybe a little shoot around. We'll see here. But, we're just going to have to go at it and just keep adjusting. I think I mentioned to you before that, we didn't, you don't change the whole thing. You don't reinvent the wheel at this point in time. It's a situation where the adjustments and things that we've talked about throughout the season, we're going to have to find those now that are going to help us tomorrow.
Yeah, without question. And you still get to wait around all day, but not as far all day with the 5 o'clock schedule tip here, Jason.
5 o'clock is 100 times better than 8:15. And I don't even think they've been starting before 8:30.
8:37.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, for an old guy like me, that's rough. I have to drink a lot of Dr. Pepper to get the caffeine built up for that.
Hey, Jason, look forward to seeing you tomorrow afternoon in the championship.
Thank you very much, Jason.
Jason Bren with us here on the Postgame Show. We'll put a bow on this one next here inside the Dome.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Again, those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. So someone's going to win their first state title in program history tomorrow night. It'll either be the Valley City Highlighters out of Region 1 or the Thompson Tommies out of Region 2. Our coverage tomorrow here from the Minot State Dome begins for the Consolation Championship at 11:45, featuring Carrington and Dickinson Trinity. And then we will have the championship game at 5 o'clock between Valley City and the Thompson Tommies. 7th place will be Turtle Mountain Rugby, and then 3rd place will be South Prairie Max going up against the Devils Lake Firebirds. Again, it's Thompson and Valley City tomorrow here from the Dome. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for joining us, and tune into our broadcast tomorrow night here on YourLiveEvent.com.